Hey guys, guess what? I'm so excited because I've been searching. Finally, I have a midwife here with me, a foreign educated midwife, a midwife who schooled in Ghana and is working in the US here. She lives in Colorado State and that's where she's working. And she's going to tell us that it's possible. This is what she did and you can also do it. My name is Priscilla Kuma. I'm a registered nurse. I schooled in University of Ghana. I work in the US as a registered consultant at USRN Pathway Consult. We are a processing firm. We don't issue visa. We don't find you jobs. We are a processing firm. We show you the states to use as a nurse. We show you the credential evaluation services to use based on what you studied in your country. Link you up to the right NCLEX classes to take with a 100% passing rate to be able to work in the US as a registered nurse. And if you haven't found us, these are the numbers I'm displaying here. Kindly reach out to us. So midwives, you can work in the US. You wanted evidence and you know this is the information hub. Anything you ask, I bring it to you. So welcome and share this video with others. Let this video go anywhere. I'm wearing my beautiful African wear and I feel good. I love it. So thank you, my designer who made this. So Ellen, I'm so glad to have you here. You are the first midwife to be on the channel. My viewers have been waiting for you. So finally you are here. Welcome and introduce yourself to my viewers, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Ellen. I'm here in the USA, Colorado, working as a registered nurse. I had my education in Ghana, Kumasi Nursing and Midwifery Training College. I was part of the DMSS group, so I know my DMSS ladies will remember me.
So you schooled in Ghana, as you just said.
Yeah.
And did you start the process to work here? Did you start in the US or did you do everything in Ghana before coming to the US?
No, I didn't come here with the nursing thing. I came here with a lottery.
Nice.
So I came with a different thing. And when I got here, I started asking, and all those that I knew were just telling me, midwifery is not possible, midwifery is not possible. So I actually started school. Here before you, I don't know about other states, but here in Colorado, before you start the nursing, you need to go to college first. They have some courses, they call them pre-required courses, prerequisite. That is mostly what we know here. You have to finish the prerequisite, get a certain GPA, and then you apply to the nursing school. So it's not as easy as in Ghana that right from high school, if your grade falls within, they always say 6 to 20, you qualify for nursing school and all. But here, it's more like a competition. Yeah, it's more like to get admission into nursing school here, it's more like a competition. You need to meet some required educational thing that they need. So I went to college. I actually finished my college and then I applied to one of they said the best nursing school here in Colorado and I got accepted. So I actually went for just one semester. But then when I was in college, a friend of mine called me. We were on the same school. She's called Genevieve. Yeah, she was also a DMC.
Wow.
She called me like, "Hey, Ellen, I heard you've been here for a while." And I was like, "Yeah." She was asking, "Are you in school?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "Why do you need a school? The evaluation will definitely go through your nature." I was like, "They told me you cannot." So I had to start school. And she was like, "I did mine. I'm here to take my NCLEX." So she just told me, just go to CGFNS and then they will just guide you through. She actually didn't guide me through the process. She just told me what I needed to do. So
Wow.
yeah, I went to CGFNS, did the application, chose the services that I needed to do. They sent me all the required forms. I signed, sent to my school for all the Ghana processing thing, which kind of took a while, Ghana. But then I was still in college because I was like, it's a 50-50 thing. It's either I get accepted or they refuse me. And then I didn't want to stop school. So I was like, let me just see what happens.
Yeah.
So in the midst of in school, CGFNS reports came and it was like I did not meet the requirements for nursing in the US. I was like, okay. So they forwarded the report to the board. I actually didn't do it here in Colorado. It's one thing that I will explain to people to understand.
Okay.
There are some states have their own requirements.
Okay.
I had a lady from Mampon who is also here. She did it directly through Colorado, and they refused her. And as my friend told me, she did it through Virginia. I was like, okay, so if you did it through Virginia and you got approved, let me also do it. So
Yeah.
I did it through Virginia. And one thing you should know is US has, when it comes to nursing, they have two types of things that deals with nursing. They have compact states and non-compact states. So if you have a certificate in a compact state, it means you can work anywhere in the US with it.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the US with it, especially in compact other compact states. But if it is a non-compact state, it means you are stuck to that state.
Yeah.
There are other processes you have to go through if you want to work in a different state, which is a compact state. So Virginia was a compact state, Colorado was a compact state, but Colorado is more like a science state where they do all those science programs.
Mm-hmm.
So they definitely have some strict things pertaining the health professional courses.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it through Virginia. I went to the board, registered. CGFNS sent that report that says I did not qualify to them. I was there and I just got a letter that, hey, I've been approved to take the NCLEX exams. I was like, okay, yeah. I didn't understand much.
Yeah.
I was a little confused. I was like, CGFN's report said I cannot.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the board saying I have been approved?
Yeah.
So, and then they sent you a letter, they call it authorization to test.
Yeah.
And trust me, I was a little confused when I got it. I was even shaken
Yeah.
because I was thinking about all the school fees that I was going to pay with my nursing education.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was fortunate in college, I had so many scholarships. So I didn't actually pay much over there, but with the main nursing school is really, the tuition fee is really expensive. So I called the Virginia board and I just wanted to speak to someone. And I was like, hey, what are the criteria that you guys use in
Mm-hmm.
approving foreigners?
Yeah.
And they said they have some specific criteria they use.
Mm-hmm.
They go with your total credit hours
Yeah.
for the classes you take, and then they have the major classes that they want to look out for. And your clinical hours is also very important. So when you meet those things, you definitely qualify to be a registered nurse in this country. It doesn't matter the kind of program you did. You may be a psychiatry nurse, ENT nurse, a midwife, or whatever. They have certain criteria. They also do what look out for. CGFNS is basically just doing your credential evaluation, right?
Yeah.
So yes, they also have their own specifics, but the board of nursing also have their specifics. So there I am working as a nurse, even though I was a midwife again.
I'm very glad that friend called you up. I'm very, very happy you'd have gone to school and done it all over
But
again.
I've seen some of my seniors and juniors colleagues who are in this stage who are also they were midwives in Ghana, but they are now nurses as well. I've been seeing them posting pictures on social media like as RN recently. So
Yeah. The
yeah,
information is just not there. That is why I have this little channel.
it's not every state. Let's just get this picture clear. It's not every state in this US that accepts midwives, psychiatric nurses, and any other.
Yeah.
So when doing your processing, get to know the state first. And any state that you apply to, they will make you declare that you stay there. So I actually had to get a cousin's address in Virginia, and I declared that I was staying in Virginia. Otherwise, they would have refused me.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend, a mate, who is also here in Philadelphia. She did hers, and she transferred it to Philadelphia. They refused it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it depends on the state.
Yeah.
Some Colorado here, if I had done it here, they would have refused me.
Yeah.
But when I did it with Virginia and I transferred it here, because both states are compact states, I didn't need to do any evaluation. They accepted it right away. So it depends on the states. You need to know. And there's one thing that we don't know with the states. So that is the only issue
Yeah.
that you need to
Yeah.
find. Is a compact or not a compact? And even if it's a compact state, get to know whether they will accept or not.
Mhm.
Ask around and see if you have people who have actually done that in that state or not. Otherwise, you will finish all the processing and they'll refuse you. So it's also one thing very important that you need to take notice of.
Yeah. Thank you very much for bringing that up. I always share all this information on my channel. Talking about the states that accept midwives, I made a video. If you haven't found it, just go onto my videos to look for it. There's a video about ERES. They accept those who did psychiatry, they accept those who did midwifery. CGFNS is going to say it's not comparable, but the states can
Mhm.
supersede, the state can override that, then you'll be able to take it. But the states you choose is where the problem comes. So go and
Yeah,
find that video and see the states. Not every state will allow you to work. So thank you very much for bringing that up.
because when I started nursing school and I had the academic curriculum, I realized it's the same thing that we do, just that there are certain things that have been added to the nursing school here. But it's just the medicine, surgery, public health, obs and gynae, all those things that we do. But the anatomy and the statistics and the ethics and the rest is kind of a college thing. You have to do all those things, microbiology and the rest before, but it's all part of the nursing program. As we did in Ghana, when you go to nursing school, you do all together.
It's such a pain to be a nurse from your country. You spend so much money and time and come to the US and have to do nursing school all over. I know so many people who went to school all over again because they didn't find any information.
Yeah, myself, I didn't.
Yeah,
I always say thanks to my colleague who
yeah,
actually, they told her the same thing, but she just went ahead and like, let me just give it a shot.
yeah,
And trust me, since I was approved, any colleague that is in the US and calls me and asks me about it, I'm like, I just give them the information. So
yeah,
I have had some colleagues who were in school, who were planning on going to school, they had to stop and then do the processing and they've been
yeah.
getting approval. So
Yeah. Myself, I went through hell with I'm even a BSN direct and all, but my forms were all messed up. And I don't mind sharing. That was why I started this channel, just to show people who schooled in Ghana, who have my type of certificate, do this, click here, apply for this and this. Yeah. But some people, you call them up and they bail on you. And the states, the address is an issue. Those who are using New Mexico, they want a house address. There's somebody who is paying for an empty house for a year just to be able to sustain his license because he doesn't live there. So you need to be very careful the state you're choosing. So
it's
you,
the state. The
yeah,
problem is the state,
yeah,
not with the evaluation body.
yeah,
No.
yeah. The state determines everything because every state in America has its unique rules.
Because as I was saying, my friend in Philly is a non-compact state. So she did it with Virginia board and they approved her, gave her a license, and she wanted to transfer it to Philadelphia. And
No.
they made her go through the whole evaluation process again with CGFNS and they refused it.
Oh, so that
So
she has to move now and live in Virginia or what?
I
Ah,
don't know. So you just,
yeah. So you prepared and you took NCLEX RN, registered nurses NCLEX, even though you are a midwife, correct?
yeah.
That's what people keep asking. Why can't I take it as a midwife? Do you want to shed
Okay.
light on
M-
that?
Midwifery in America is a master's program. It's
Yeah.
not a degree.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a diploma. In Ghana, our nursing diploma is equivalent to associate degree here.
Yeah.
So here, diploma is a high school certificate. Trust me. So
Yeah.
our diploma in Ghana is equivalent to associate degree here. And midwifery is a master's. You need to be a BSN before you can go do midwifery.
Mm.
Because here, midwives don't work in uh, wards. Okay, let me put it that way so that Ghanaians will understand. Here, we don't call it wards.
General ward.
Yes. As in Ghana, that we were doing deliveries and all those things. Here, midwives, they are pros. They are hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
They work as they are more like nurse practitioners. They are midwives.
Independent.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Independent.
just work in consulting rooms, see their patients, and then go home. They don't work on the units. When you go to the labor ward, when you go to mom and baby, when you go to neonatal, the NICU, and all those, anything concerning mom and baby, it's nurses.
Mm-hmm.
It's nurses. But midwives, as I said, they are pros here.
Okay.
I remember when I was pregnant, one of my midwives, she's also called Ellen, so she really loved me. She's been advising me that I should go do the next midwifery program because I told her I was a midwife in Ghana, and it's a master's program. So I'm looking into it
Yeah.
to see.
You have to get your BSN first before you go and do the midwifery and now take the NCLEX for midwives, something like that.
Yes, so
Yeah.
you have to get your BSN, and then getting a BSN from RN to BSN is not that hard. It's just some few semesters
Yeah.
program. You can even do it from the comfort of your home as an online program.
So you were a diploma midwife.
Midwives,
All
yes.
right, okay. Because people watching keep asking me, yeah, do I have to be bachelor's first? No. She is a diploma nurse. She schooled in Ghana, just like you did, and she's using it to work here. So you wrote the NCLEX and you passed. Pick it up from there. What next? You found a job. How did you go about it as a midwife holding an RN license?
Okay, so I wrote my class. I passed. I got my license. Actually, I had a baby, so I stayed home for a while. And then when I was ready to work, I just applied to hospitals, to places that I wanted to work.
Yeah.
You go for interview, you tell them why you want to work. And since I haven't worked in the USA as a nurse, I applied as a new graduate. Trust me, that would be the best option because you don't know anything here and their system and everything is totally different. So you don't want to be, let me use this word, my Juma or Ghana for 10 years, 15 years, I know everything. Trust me, you know nothing. Yes. Even though I added it to my CV or resume that I have worked in Ghana for like a couple of years. During the interview, the nurse manager asked me, so are you okay just coming in and doing orientation? And here, orientation usually is like 2 months, 8 weeks, and then you're good to go. I was like, no, can I do they have new graduate program. Can I do the new graduate program to
The
get
rest,
myself,
yeah.
yeah, the residency program?
Yeah,
I always advise people that just go ahead and do the residency program so
I did
that
it.
yes,
I,
you get your back covered on so many things. Don't compare your Ghana. Even the medications we use here, the trade names are different from the trade names in Ghana, even though the generics are the same.
yeah.
Trust me. So if you don't do the residency program and get to know so many things, they'll always laugh behind your back. These white people, they always look down on we the black. A lot of them.
They will
And
laugh at
seeing them with you working the same units as the same nurses, do you think they are happy? So you always have to know what you're doing.
you. Yeah.
I'm not saying if you don't understand anything, you don't ask it. Ask, but make sure the simple things you know, and you don't want to go start work and you don't
Yeah.
know your left and right. So
Yeah.
I always say, if you school in Ghana and you get opportunity to work here, don't go straight away trying to be or the all-knowing person. Start start afresh.
Yeah.
Unless maybe you're working in nursing home. Well, over there they don't really do much skills, so you're fine. But if you're working in a hospital, trust me, you want to start from scratch
Yeah.
and learn a lot.
Yeah. I always share it in my video. They think I'm exaggerating or I'm scaring them, but it is the reality. The machines are different. You never seen them before. So what are you gonna press? You know how to do the CTG, whatever. You read it in books. You never seen the machine before. What are you
I
gonna?
tell you, so
Yeah.
many things we read in school, but we never saw them. Here, you see everything. There's
Yeah.
not a single one that you say you haven't. And you'll be like, they taught me this in school, but I don't know what it is.
Hmm. So you
So,
became an RN. Where did you start from? Which nursing home, medical floor, orthopedic, neuro? Where have
actually, I didn't work in a nursing home. I just went straight to the hospital, and I'm working. I haven't worked in different hospitals, just one place.
nice?
I'm working on a neurotrauma unit. So currently, I've applied to labor and delivery because that's my area. I'm just hoping if they call me for interview and they give me an offer, I'll move there. But other than that, I'm working on a neurotrauma unit.
Asking me why can I not work in labor and delivery? Why can I not deliver babies? And why?
Oh, can I tell them something?
Tell them, please.
Labor and delivery is the hottest cake unit in America.
Tell them.
It's not easy to get an employment in a labor and delivery unit in every hospital in America. It's a hot cake.
Yeah.
It's really a hot cake. It
Yeah.
needs, I would say, it needs favor of God
Yeah.
to be on you,
Mm-hmm.
on how you impress them when you apply. Trust me.
Yeah.
And midwives, as I said, midwives don't do delivery in America.
Mm-mm.
Nurses work on labor and delivery, but they don't do delivery in America.
Mm-mm.
I know they have this midwifery program where midwives go do delivery in homes of people. I said, yeah, home birth. They have
Yeah.
midwives, yeah, but that's a different area altogether. But
Yeah.
in hospital, midwives don't do delivery. I had a midwife when I was pregnant, but she wasn't the one who delivered me. Even with vagina examination, it was my doctor who always come and do vagina examination.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I know. A lot of people ask me that. I'm like, no, here it's entirely different. It's not in Ghana. So midwifery is an advanced program here. So we should get that straight.
Yes. I'm glad you are hearing it from a midwife's own mouth. I am not the one telling you. I keep telling you, but you always wanted to hear it from her. So she
I've
has.
applied to labor and delivery for like months now. I haven't even heard from them.
Yeah. So you can see for yourself. That's the reason why you write NCLEX RN and you work as a regular RN. You do surgery, orthopedic or whatever. You cannot do labor and delivery with
No,
your
even when you get accepted to work in a labor and delivery, trust me, you're not going to do anything midwifery over there. You
no.
don't do anything.
Just do vital signs.
Monitors monitor FH,
Mm-hmm.
monitors monitor contractions, monitors does everything. You have to just check everything on the monitor and make sure everything is in the normal limits. If it is fall below or above, alarm will beep everywhere, and the time you realize it, even the doctors are already in the patient room. So they virtually don't do anything because you don't do VE, you don't do anything. You just monitoring, and we have machines to monitor everything for them. So I
So
remember when I was in labor, I was asleep and I woke up and the anesthetists, the doctors, the pediatrician, all of them were in my room. And the next thing they told me, oh, your baby's FH is kind of going up and down. So it's
wow.
not in Ghana that immediately you have to
Oh,
go take a stethoscope to.
eh, cool, cool,
No,
cool.
no, you don't do anything.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. We are not scaring you. We are just telling you the reality on
the
ground.
reality on the ground. So
You can come and work here, but you would write the NCLEX RN. You work with the NCLEX RN, as she said. So, looking at the NCLEX, I know it's been a while back. You can't remember, but you took NCLEX RN, even though you're a midwife. How were the questions for you, being somebody who specialized in midwifery? Yeah, the NCLEX questions.
trust me, it's a whole new ball game altogether. Even the nurses themselves don't even understand how much more we the midwives. I tell you. So
Hard.
you just have to study their study materials and understand. And most of their questions, I always say Ghana, our education system sometimes is more like a spoon feeding thing. Here,
Yeah.
I've gone to nursing school here. I've gone to college here. So I know how the education system is. It's totally different.
Yeah.
Even though you have all the resources and everything available for you, they don't spoon feed.
They won't.
No.
You have
They
paper.
always want the practicality of everything that you are doing. They are not going to ask you what is photosynthesis that you explain. No,
No,
they don't do that here.
they'll
No.
give you a case and you will diagnose the
And
patient.
you will, yes.
They'll give you a case. A 21-year-old person
They
going to.
always want to know the rationale behind everything that you are doing. So with the English question, basically it's more like that. It's your priority, your prioritizations, your rationale. I know for dosage calculations, Ghana we don't even do that. Even here we don't. But some of the drugs you do, trust me.
Yeah.
Especially the PCAs, you
Yeah.
do. Heparin, you do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying don't rush to go to the hospital to start working without starting afresh. You
Yeah.
will. Mhm. So it's hard. But what helped me was I had this virtual class that a friend of mine who was also doing prepared to write the exams I was studying with. And then I used some study materials as well, which kind of helped me, even though it was hard. But hey, I've always say a lot of people have been able to do it, so you can also do it. And those who even went to school here even have been failing. So it's okay. If
Yeah.
you fail, just register and write again. You'll be okay.
Yeah. Did you take any English proficiency test for Virginia or the?
No, no, I didn't.
Yes.
Some
So
states require, some state does not. So
okay. Yeah. So any words of encouragement for somebody in Ghana who is interested in working here? Anything you want to tell them as a midwife? Say no. This
if you're a midwife in Ghana and you want to come to the US to work here, one thing I'll tell you is put the midwifery aside. When you come here, you are no longer a midwife. You are a nurse. Even when you get employed into a midwifery unit, like a mom and baby, prenatal clinic, labor and delivery, you're not going to do any midwifery skills over there. It's all nursing skills
yeah.
because all those things are for the doctors. So when you come here, just try different avenues, try different areas so that you can learn so many things. And one thing I've noticed about this place is when you have skills and knowledges of different things, it really helps you with your CV and places you want to go.
Yeah.
I would have chose to work in a medical surgical unit. I would have chose to work, but I chose a neurotrauma unit, which is something I've never experienced in Ghana before. But here it's a challenge. But
It is.
I'm getting it. Yeah.
Yeah. I did. I used to float to other units, picking up hours, and I went to neurosurgical, and it's different. Laminectomy and all the stuff, and all the drains, and all the speech therapy,
Oh
and
yes. Oh yes.
you
Oh yes.
get them up early morning for them to go to the gym and get ready to start moving, and yeah,
Mhm.
it was
Yeah.
so. And anything that you felt like you did, oh, I should have known. Obviously, the biggest one is that you should have known that you can transfer your license from Ghana to work here. Any other thing you wish that I should have known this was on this nursing journey to working in America? Any mistakes you made on the way?
Uh, the only thing is I didn't ask earlier. When I came here and only two or three people that I knew who were nurses, I asked and they told me midwifery is not accepted. I just decided, okay, then let me start school.
Oh,
If maybe I could have asked more, get more resources, and then contact more people, maybe I would have been a nurse like 4 years now. So
oh. Hmm. So it's good to speak to the right people. I This job has made me have good connection with a lot of people. Like you and
yes,
here, we never seen each other before, but here we are having a good time.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
need to look around and let people speak to the right people. Let them know what the journey you are in. Don't go and do it in secrecy. A friend
Oh,
told me
but
about.
if my friends will really tell the truth, I've been helping most of my colleagues here.
You
They've
know.
been calling me all the time. Ellen, how do I go about this? I've been helping so many
Yeah.
people that didn't go to school with me, people, my juniors, some of them I don't even know them. I completed school before they came, but
Yeah.
they've managed to
Oh,
message me on Messenger. I've been giving them my contact and I've been, but I don't know the process that they do from Ghana. I know
mm,
it's a little different,
yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
for that one, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yes.
Recently, I'm not really a social media person, but once in a while I post a picture. And recently, I kind of posted a picture of me in uniform, and a lot of people thought I recently moved to the US. Once I've been here for a while, yeah, and they started inboxing me in Messenger. How is the process like? Did you do it through? I'm like, no, I've been here for a while. I didn't do it through Ghana.
Hmm.
So for that process, I don't know how it's done. I
Yeah.
know it's much more until it's done. What we do here, because here is really simple. You
Yeah.
just register with the evaluation agency. Mostly people use CGFNS.
Hmm.
You register with the board. You do your fingerprints, and when you are approved, you register with them. And one funny thing, so I had a friend
I
who
love.
called me from UK, and she was like, "I want to write the NCLEX exam. So how do I register?" I'm like, do you know the process? She had no idea. All she knew was you just uh, register and write the exams. I'm like, no, there are processes you go through. The evaluation body is a different entity.
Hmm.
The nursing board is a different one. And they have a body for the exams. They are also different.
Yeah. Yeah. Piercing.
So we should get this clear. Yes, it's like three different bodies all together, but it's a process you have to go through all of them.
Most people don't know about it. Someone just said, what is NCLEX? Another person, when I want to write NCLEX next week. I
That's
said,
what they know. I want to write the NCLEX. I want to register right. A lot of people when they call me, that's what I said. Like, you don't just go and write NCLEX. Trust me.
yeah, you have to
So
evaluate
because
credentials.
you have to go through evaluation,
Mhm.
go through the board. So when you get approval from the board, that is where the board will send your
Report.
authorization letter
Mhm.
to the board for the exams. It's called Pearson View. And
Mhm.
then you also have to go to Pearson View and register. They also have their own processes you go through. And they will send you something we call authorization to test number, ATT. And in Ghana, we call it index number.
This number.
Yes. And it has an expiring date. You have to write it within 6 months. And
Yeah.
that is what you will use for your exams.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much for shedding light on this. Some states have their own you apply directly to them. A state like California, they don't use evaluation. You apply to them and they will do their evaluation.
Okay.
A state,
Yeah.
a state like New York State where I live,
Mm-hmm.
they recommend you to use CGFNS, but if you don't want to, you can apply directly to them. But at the end of it, they all are going to go for your transcript. They all
Yeah.
are going to evaluate it, and we cannot move from evaluation and write NCLEX. It's a step. You can't skip any of them. You evaluate, the board gives you a go ahead, you register with PSN, you take NCLEX. So the process is not different from somebody in Ghana. The only thing that is different for somebody in Ghana is that they will need to do the immigration part because they live
Yeah.
outside US. And that is when they need IELTS. Some states will waive it for you. They waive it for some countries like South Africa, and they are beginning to waive for some Ghanaians as well. And we are looking into it. So you need a IELTS to get something called visa screening certificate. So when you get the visa screening certificate, that is what you're going to use for your immigration,
Yeah.
then you go to come into the US. So the process is the same. You cannot skip all those three big core ones we mentioned. So if you're a midwife now, you were in the doubting phase. I hope this has been very convincing for you. Whether you do it or not, just remember the time is going to elapse. That years will pass. So if you want to work in America, we have every information here. Please embark on that journey now. And if you think this is too complicated, that is where my consult comes in. USRN Pathway Consult. We help you through the steps. We know the states that accept midwives, the states that accept psychiatric nurses, the evaluation services you have to use. There are so many. So find us. The numbers are here. The email us at USRN Pathway Consult at gmail.com, and we'll see how we can pick your case and help you out. Thank you very much for your time. It's been very grateful. And I know most of them would have questions after this. And if time will permit, one day we'll bring you back on. If anything else you want to say, I know if there's anything else you want to say, please go ahead and.
Really nice to work as a nurse in a developed country, you know?
Mhm.
It's like you get to see everything.
Yeah, in the textbook, the things that we read about.
You get to see everything. I know HIPAA law doesn't permit me to say anything about work on social media. So I will always say you get to see everything, you get to learn everything.
Mhm.
And it's fun too, even though you have to be careful to protect your license as well, because lawsuits is
Mhm.
like, yeah, it's
It's a lot.
something that is really common. That's why I'm saying if you get a chance to come and work here, don't be the ogre. Trust
Mhm.
me,
Calm
you
down.
will, you will lose your license.
Yeah. Calm down. Those of you who have been following me for years now, when I came into the US, I was working as a nursing assistant whilst working on the process to transfer my license over.
Yeah, I was working as a nursing assistant too. So
There you have it. You calm down. They were like, "Oh, this is a nurse from Africa. She has about over 7 years experience." And I was working as a CNA. I did that for 2 years. I got to a point they were doubting me. They were like, "Are you really a nurse? Why are you not taking?" They don't know that if you don't school here, it's a
yeah,
whole paperwork process. So we came down. I came down. The girls that were 19-year-old were sending me around. Meanwhile, I don't remember the last time I was 19, but they were sending you around till I was picking up a lot. I was learning in the on the unit, following the nurses and spying the gadgets. So when I got my RN, I hit the message floor. All the gadgets I had already seen how it's being operated, the maximal
yeah,
and all.
that's what I did as well. I was working as a CNA, certified nurse assistant, so in a hospital, and I kind of started learning so many things
Yeah,
before I started working as an RN. And
yeah,
with that, I'm still learning.
yeah.
Trust me,
Can
I'm
never
still
stop.
learning
Every day I
because
work. Models. Yeah.
Yeah, because fine, good money, you get money, and two, it's a secure job. But three, it being a secure job, you can lose your license in
Yeah.
any second.
Yeah.
It's not like Ghana that you do so many things and then you go scot free.
Yeah.
Here it's not like that.
Yeah.
So, in as much, the only advice is in as much that everybody wants to come here and work, just put it at the back of your mind that here is entirely different world in Africa, in Ghana, what we do. So when you come here, just calm down and learn.
Yeah.
That's
You
all I'll tell you.
need to calm down. You need to calm down. Forget your PNO, your DDNS, your PhD. You need to
No,
calm down. If they don't show you where to press,
no.
you go to a toilet and you don't even know where to press to flash it, and the thing
Here,
flashes by itself.
patients, right? They know a lot. The patient that you are going to see knows the ABC up to the last letter of his condition,
I'm
his
telling
or her condition. And he or she will even be rather be asking you questions. They will ask you their medication. Why are you giving them this medication? What do you think? They know everything. It's not in Ghana that they come and they will be showing things to them and they don't even ask anything. Here they know. They know side effects of medications. They know everything that you do, what's supposed to happen, and everything.
you.
So that's what I'm saying. You learn, but be careful,
Yeah.
or else you lose your license. One little mistake, and you lose your license.
Yeah.
So I know everybody is happy and excited, want to come to the US to work
It's
because
not
of
even in the US. We are not
because
talking rosy here. Please go ahead.
because of good money. But if you don't take care and you don't calm down and you learn, you end up regretting it.
Yeah, you will. A patient will just be there and they'll call you in a meeting and summon you. What happened on this day at this time? A patient wrote a report and copied everybody in the email.
Oh, some even like record your conversation with them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here it's not like in Ghana that you can't even see the CEO of a hospital.
Mm-mm.
They have the CEO contact every patient. Trust
Yeah.
me. The hospital brochure has everything. They will
Mhm.
just forward it. This next, this, and the next thing you are being called and being questioned if you're not taking care. The fact that you lose your license is not even the problem. You end up even going to jail as well, which is the worst thing.
Yeah.
We don't shout at them. Patient is always right.
Patience is always right. Patience is always in Ghana.
Yeah,
Mom, we're doing it
patient,
again.
trust me. Patient is always right.
You are there to give the patient the medication. The patient
Yeah.
tells you, go out, I'm not ready, leave my room, I'll call you when I'm ready. Then your heart is about to come out.
Mhm. Mhm.
If I was in
Mhm.
Ghana.
Mhm. Mhm. And it's like if you were in Ghana, the way I work, but hey, you just
and
have
the,
to put on your smile
yeah,
and
and the family members on the phone. How much water did my mother drink? How
yes,
much my mother's
yes.
you want to change,
Mhm.
can you change my mother's channel?
Mhm. Yes, they do that all the time. Trust me.
We are not scaring you. This is American nursing. I did a video about nursing in America versus Ghana. If you haven't, scroll down. This is about 6 months ago. Go and find that video.
Trust me. They think it's as easy as we do in Ghana.
It's
It's
not.
not.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
every day going to work, I just pray to God that just God give me the strength and the patience.
the patience. The
That's
patience.
all you need. Trust me, because it's not about you committing a medical error, but patient who might do something and just one word from you might make you lose your work,
Yeah.
might make you lose your job. So,
Yeah. They'll push you to the wall so
oh,
much.
they do that, especially when they see you are a
Wow.
black person and you
Yeah.
are not from America, you are from Africa.
You have
Oh, geez.
accent. Your
Your
skin.
accent. Oh,
They'll
geez.
push you to the wall. So if you come in with so much confidence, I enter the room. No, I'm telling you what I am, so that you can't even just undermine me because by
Yeah.
nature I'm very smallish in stature. So my book has to speak for me. My nursing profession, my professionalism has to speak. Because I'm so short, I'm trying to write my name on the board. And they want to test you and weigh you and size you up and see whether you know what you're about. So they'll just
Mm-hmm.
ask you some question. I did a hip replacement in 2002, and the other day I was like, then I finished the sentence. Then they were wow.
Yeah.
So when you are good, they'll be writing cards and stars and writing Priscilla was a goodness and they'll put it on a board and all. If you don't know your stuff, you will be ridiculed. You go home with depression. The
Yeah.
girls will gossip behind you and in front of you, and you hit your floor.
And
You
here, patients, they are, it's like you do something, everybody will know. The nurse person that goes in, and as I said, here the system is different. Every patient has every specialist. They have a PT, OT, respiratory therapist, case manager, and every day they are seen by tons of people.
yeah.
So if you go in there and you do one mistake, all the other people that comes in there, they will tell them. They will tell, oh, this nurse that I had did this nurse that I had said it. Yes, so that's
Yeah.
the beauty of nursing in America.
Yes. They don't keep secret. They will
No,
make
they don't.
everybody, and the shift, it will move from morning shift. The information will move from morning to afternoon to night to dawn. 2 weeks later, somebody will see you in Walmart and be asking you, "Yeah, what happened with that patient? I heard." So this is American nursing. It's fun. It's very, very, very stressful. You need to be very careful. But when you're diligent, you're smart, you calm down and learn,
Yeah.
make some money out of it, and have a good life for yourself and your kids. So pursue this. Thank you very much for your time. I'm so glad you were here for us to do this today. It's been a long time coming, and I really appreciate your time.
Okay. Thank you.
Proud of you. And shout out John. John did this link up. People have
Yeah,
seen.
my husband's brother.
Yes, people have seen Jan on my channel several times, and they are very intelligent people. Jan came and delivered. She also came and delivered. So please do this, embark on this journey. It's possible to work in the US as a psychiatrist, as John is, or as a midwife, as Ellen is. Thank you very much. It's been lovely having you.
Thank you. Bye.